It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got his target, Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 74 yards.
And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5.
They'll run with Hunt. And some room to roam now. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kareem Hunt.
70 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jackson.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Connor. And he stopped immediately there.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
Here it's 3rd and 2. On the run is Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. Touchdown! It's complete. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking long for Thomas. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A tackle by Cole Holcomb. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Swings this out for Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rondale Moore there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gibson again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Back to throw here. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now back to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington has once again taken the lead. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Dancing to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.